Griffin knows I won't be able to take another shot, so he's probably going to feel comfortable trying to restock and then chase again. And Vamp has really just played this whole thing well. So 13-3, and it's going to be 14-3 as we hit 30 seconds left to go. GG is called.
GG's being called, and I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
GG. GG.
Yeah. So yeah. Now what's our next next stop?
T7, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of T7, T9, and ZTN today.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, mid-air nades.
In there.
You know that things are going badly when your opponent gets mid-air nades on you. Yeah. Not good.
Yeah,
5 impressives for Vampire.
That LG was certainly off.
Yeah, 3 impressives for Griffin. Overall accuracy 28% Vamp, and 18% for Griffin. So I think that right there is the telling tale. So this could potentially be the last map of the upper bracket for today. The remaining matches will be lower bracket.
Yep.
And have fun has been exchanged. Here we go. Vamp getting yellow, rocket, and mega. Maybe going for an LG off the spawn. Let's see. Griffin picking up red and the other yellow, and of course back off to rail. So this will be sort of a typical start for these guys. And Jahar, what are you seeing on your end?
I'm seeing Vampire throwing out some rockets, but eating a rail. Still has plenty of health and no armor, though, and that could actually set him up poorly for this next fight. But Griffin, he loves humping those walls, and Vampire is all too eager to face him right into them, and just plowing right through, not even breaking stride. Just 1-2, bam, second frag.
Yeah, and
Almost
given
1 minute
timing
in
there,
here.
I mean, you know, Vamp I think is feeling pretty confident so far. He beat Griffin pretty convincingly. Griffin, I think honestly, it's going to be the aim. Griffin needs to basically warm up his aim. If he can do that, it'll be an interesting match. Otherwise, Vamp I think is in pretty good shape. There it is, 2-1. Griffin picks up his first frag. Vamp though getting a. I mean, he's able to get a spawn. Ooh, almost got away. It's actually a nice rail from Griffin. Now has Vamp on the run with 90 health. And the exit from this room is very difficult. Let's see what he chooses. He does do damage on the mega grab.
And that was even a strange shot because Griffin showed up early for Mega, but that rocket showed up early for Mega too, and ended up connecting.
Yeah. And look at this, Vamp has been able to basically defend himself with his LG. Now he's out, but of all things, there's LG ammo. And if you go take a look, Griffin, pretty weak, 62 health. And Vamp is not done with him yet. He's like, come here, you. Doing a little,
Well, these rockets are doing a pretty good job. Griffin,
nice
clutch
there it is.
Rail, even early for Mega. Once again, the timing has been kind of weird, but Griffin is okay with that. He says, hey, I'm 2 frags in the lead now. I have Mega. I'm going to be set up here in order to lock Vampire in here before red armor comes back up.
Now, just to call it
We
out,
could be seeing the next fight here, maybe.
Griffin had 80% rail, and now is at 66. So he's taken a couple of shots. Catches Vamp off guard. The first rocket from Griffin was better than Vampire's. Red is gone though. Vamp is able to get away with it. But it's kind of in a bad way. And Griffin backing out of the room to set up for Mega. And it's his. Timing is pretty good there. And honestly, this is kind of what I'm hoping to see out of Griffin. I think this, if he can keep up this momentum, this will get really interesting. We're about to hit minute 3. Griffin's looking pretty good. Not moving into place for red. Instead, he's going to trade it for the yellow armor. Does hit a rail on the exit, though. That's a beautiful shot. Hits another. That's the impressive. Looking for the follow-up and in order to finally put his opponent out the pass here. And it's going to be rockets around the corners, keeping Griffin at bay. Close range with the shotgun. Griffin cannot get it to connect. And now it's the mega health. That is Griffin's salvation. That's a great defensive play by Vampire.
He should be here in time for red armor, in time to smash Vampire's face in with this buckshot, take red armor away, and mostly the problem has been Vampire waiting on these items, giving Griffin the frag, and more importantly, the item.
Yeah, it's spawning on his corpse pretty much. So yeah, timing right now for vamp1re, you know, it's close but not quite, and unfortunately no cigar.
It's shit.
Yeah, that doesn't win you much. Okay, it's shit apparently. I mean, usually it's not bad to be at red like 1 or 2 seconds early on this map, but you don't want to be on
top
red.
of it.
You don't want to be on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want to be over behind the pillars or something, you know, ready to dart out as it spawns. But yeah, so you're definitely right in that regard.
Alright, Griffin grabs red armor, and actually, this is the first time we've seen a really huge stack for Griffin. Most of the time, vamp1re's been able to do enough damage, but again, his timing is to set up these poor situations for vamp1re, and just by giving that item over to Griffin, Griffin's been able to soak up a lot of that damage and be okay with it. Really, a lot of LG traded in that last little skirmish. Griffin raining down the grenades, expecting vamp1re to come through that little L-shaped corridor, but takes both red armor, yellow armor, no contest.
At the start of that fight, where there's the LG battle on the stairs, Griffin actually was losing it, but as he dropped down and got knocked off the ledge, his LG just trained almost perfectly, and it basically evened up what could have been vamp1re's big way to get back into this fight. So at this point, he's going to have to probably concede red, but he can get over to Mega if he's really fast. And he does make it. So nice work there by Griffin.
Halfway through the map now, Griffin still up by 3 frags. So even after the raping, well, I'm sorry, after Jesus.
After the destruction?
After the reaming, after the strap-on disabuse from vamp1re in ZTN, we could be seeing a 3-mapper here.
I do believe we are going to see a 3-mapper here, because Griffin is looking like I expect Griffin to look. Look at that. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Even hitting the rail
that
on
was
spawn,
hot.
so yeah.
It's funny because
my nipples
I would
are hard.
say T7's even more of an aim-heavy map. But I guess Griffin got into the swing of
He
things. His
warmed up.
LG is still looking pretty poor.
Yeah, his LG is off, but his rail, he's shooting a 60% rail. So there you go.
Ouch.
And that's a great rocket pop. Not able to get a combo off of it, but the potential was there. This will be his too. There you go.
vamp1re was asking for that one.
Yeah, not really sure why he dropped down like that. Expose himself. Very painful maneuver. So 6.5 minutes burned away. Griffin is looking
Red
very
armor
strong.
should be
with a
vampires. There it is.
6 frag lead. So I've been watching Griffin the whole time. I'm gonna go watch vamp1re, as he is the guy to make the comeback in the final half of this this map here on Furious Heights. And honestly, you know, take a look at the accuracy difference: 33% rail, 24% LG for vamp1re. So again, the rail's a pretty big factor in this. Picks up an impressive there, but this mega fight's gonna be hard for vamp1re. If he takes damage, he's in trouble. He's done more damage than taken, and he's able to get onto the item, so now this should be his frag. There it is. Here's his way back in. 5 frags to make up, and 3 minutes to do it.
Opportunity is there though. 3 seconds until red, and again he's camping on it. There's the grab though. Fortunately, Griffin.
But that's a safe
was
one.
Still too busy.
Because Griffin's going to
was
be
having
restocking.
restock after the frag.
Yeah, he's going to be restocking and trying to
Beat you
get
to it.
weapons and stuff. So, yeah, but yeah, you definitely don't want to do that later in the game when you've had nothing but a standoff for like the last 10 minutes. Griffin
There
picking
we
up
go.
a frag there. The Vamp is still 5
Nice
frags
aggression
down.
from Griffin, actually. That's exactly where you want to see it. After the 1 frag, before they get too much ahead of themselves, too much of a stack, and take too much of the control away, you really want to be able to read when you can go aggressive, even after a frag like that.
2 minutes
Just
left to
take
go.
things right back around.
And see, I like Vamp, honestly, at this point, he won't have anything to work with for about 10 seconds. More like 15. And this is where it can be really dangerous, because Griffin will have time to do damage against Mega. Griffin, you know, Vamp is aware of that, and kind of goes forward in order to, you know, throw some rockets in the corridor to make sure Griffin doesn't go directly from red into the Mega room. So there's a rail, great defensive rail from Griffin, and now Vamp is really in trouble, I think. I mean, he's done some damage, but
He
one
should
good rocket.
be gone. Why is he? Why? I mean, he's got. Wow! Wow! Nice. Crazy
Or lack
LG there.
thereof.